If being free meant we had to go live in a forest, meaning we had to go live in a desert, meaning we had to start from ground zero and become barbarians again, would you do it? Would you live without electricity, without phones? Would you give up all your conveniences and advantages and privileges to maybe give your great-grandchildren a chance at having true freedom?
Pan-African lifestyle.
Welcome to Pan-African Lifestyle, where we rep the motherland. We post content regularly and invite you to subscribe and share if you're a pal. That's a Pan-African lifestyler.
If Black people focused on building Africa the way we built America, then America wouldn't even be a factor.
Message.
What I see happening is Black people, African Americans, Black Americans, whatever the label is, becoming whiter and whiter and whiter and whiter. I see y'all drifting closer and closer and closer to what the enemy wants you to be, because it's more convenient to assimilate and conform than it is to be pro-Black and fight for freedom. I see Black people creating a sellout culture that condemns pro-Blackness, that alienates pro-Blackness and makes it seem uncool to be pro-Black. What kind of Black person says they don't want to go to Africa? What kind of Black person says they don't want to date a Black man or Black woman? How can any Black woman speak negatively on the entire Black men population? And how can any Black man speak negatively on the entire population of Black women? If you know your history, then you couldn't possibly generalize either of those groups, because you know what initiated the drama, what initiated the trouble, what initiated the trauma, dysfunction, and bad habits in this community was not a Black man or a Black woman. If you're so far down the self-hatred rabbit hole to where you're speaking negatively on a continent comprised of people that look just like you, Africa, if you're so far down the self-hatred rabbit hole that all you can do is speak down upon Black men, if you're so far down the self-hatred rabbit hole that all you can do is speak down upon Black women in a time where Black unity is more important than ever, you're the problem, not the community. If you have to try to make light of horrific conditions in American history to justify your privilege that you have today, you're the problem, not the community. When I say these things, I know a lot of y'all gonna like what I'm saying, but who ready to go to war for real? Listen, right? I like to make real statements. I don't like to waste time. So how about this? Give me 1,000 brothers ready to ride right now, and I guarantee you we could change some shit. That statement alone should go viral. But it won't. You know why? Because pro-Blackness is inconvenient. And y'all want to order DoorDash. You want to ride in an Uber. You want to go fuck that girl you know you shouldn't be fucking. You want to go fuck that dude you know you shouldn't be laying with. Because you have no intention on raising the baby. And she has no intention on marrying you. Who does it benefit a Black man talking negative on a Black woman? Who does that make happy the most? Vice versa. Who does it benefit and make happy the most? A Black woman talking negative on a Black man. That tells me right there that whites support white more than Black support Black. If being free meant we had to go live in a forest, meaning we had to go live in a desert, meaning we had to start from ground zero and become barbarians again, would you do it? Would you live without electricity, without phones? Would you give up all your conveniences and advantages and privileges to maybe give your great-grandchildren a chance at having true freedom? The truth of the matter is most of you will say no. And that right there proves none of you have the balls that our ancestors did.
Thanks for tuning in to Pan-African Lifestyle. Share your thoughts in the comments section and follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Pan-African Lifestyle to be inspired. For awesome pal merch, check out panafricanlifestyle.com/shop. Keep repping the motherland.
Pan-African lifestyle.